Why am I live streaming in vertical? This was very weird. Ew. I took the thumbnail in vertical and apparently it won't let me change it back. That's fine. I'm wearing silly ears. This is fine. Hi, Rhea Cook. Is it Rhea? Rhea? Thank you for joining me. Okay, I have to spit this gum out because I've already got a big enough jaw. I feel like it just exacerbates things. Spit this gum out because... To your ears, are they supposed to be like bumblebee antennas? I think so. I bought them for Halloween at Target. But, well, actually, I bought them for my niece's birthday party because we have to wear silly hats. So, and they were in the Halloween section, so probably. Yeah, I woke up at 2 o'clock today, 2 p.m., and I've done like nothing today. I ate candy all day long. I only ate candy today. And then I got on the internet. Rhea Cook. Thank you, Rhea Cook. Let's see. Put it here because then I am also looking at the computer behind you guys. Oh shit. But yeah, I didn't film anything today, so I figured I would just get on here and talk to people if you want. How was you guys' day? Did you do anything exciting? Oh my god, my hair is so crazy. I have 4 people watching me. I think that the record for most watches ever was, I think on like my 31st, 32nd birthday, I had like 30 people in the live stream. Let's see here. Creaky knees. I'm in Australia and I'm at my studio. I'm supposed to be making art. What kind of art do you make? Creaky knees? What time is it in Australia? Let's find out. Australia time. It's 3:03 p.m. in Australia. Huh. I guess I would have thought it was like, well, I guess Australia is not exactly on the opposite side of the world. But it is 3:03 p.m. there, so it's 10 p.m. here. Hi, Michael. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Creaky knees. Good to see you. Hope you're good. I am pretty good today. I worked until 10 p.m. last night, so I could have today off. But what I mostly did last night, instead of I worked until 10 p.m., so I had all this like energy and stuff, and I drank coffee, so I was like flying. I just stayed up on my phone until 4 a.m. doing nothing, and then I slept until 2 today, and I've just been eating Skittles and playing on the internet, picking up a package today. That's it. That's all I did. Creaky Knees said, I make print media, wood blocks, screen prints, and sculpture too. I had to click through when I saw you were live. Let's see. Well, that's cool. I just had my friend make a request for any wood blockers in Minneapolis here because we're trying to make like protest signs for Palestine and make like boycott signs or something. I shouldn't say we're trying to do that. They are trying to do that. I was just an observer of this request. Not that I don't support it. Rhea Cook. I'm getting into sculptures lately. Any advice for beginners? Oh, I think that question's directed to you, Creaky Knees. Well, if it's not, I suppose I'm just going to have to answer it. Okay, I'm going to give my best sculpture advice as someone who has never made a sculpture. When you want to make a sculpture, you need to get a big block of some kind of material. And then you have to, in your mind, create a sculpture in your mind and then like 3D rotate it and just like look into the block of material, whether that's wood or marble or what other sand, glass, I suppose. You don't sculpt glass, I suppose, but you see it in the block, and then you just chip away at it until it comes out. That's what I heard anyway. Yeah. I'm getting lots of hearts. Thank you. Creaky Knees said, haha, just grab some materials and see what they want you to do. That's what I said. That's what I said. Creaky Knees. I like assemblage, and it's like a 3D collage. You have some starting points. You have some starting points. Okay. Listen to Creaky Knees. They probably have better advice than me, Rhea. Hi, Lindy. Been following your Tumblr and your adventures for ages. Hi, Levi. Good to see you. Thank you for following me. And that is a cute heart. Thank you. Night Myra says, hey, Lindy, how's Binks doing this evening? Well, ask him. How you doing? How you doing today, buddy? He's looking pretty self-satisfied. Tail up, tail confidence. Hanging out with his mommy, which is like what he loves most in the world. So, yeah. Rhea Cook says, Creaky Knees, bless you for answering it all. Creaky Knees, anyone know about any threats to Tumblr? I read somewhere it's having its staff redirected. You know, I've seen those posts on Tumblr recently where they've been talking about how they're going to be doing like taking away the Tumblr Live feature and like redirecting they to different features or something. I didn't read the article. I don't know if you can tell that, but I don't know, guys. They say that all the time. They say that twice a year. People are spelling doom and gloom for Tumblr like every single year, and I've been on there for 12 years, and I think that at this point, after the apocalypse, like Tumblr is going to outlive the roaches, actually. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. It's still, I mean, you got like, I wonder how many people are there, how many active users Tumblr actually has at this point. Because I know it's nowhere near the size of other social media platforms, but it doesn't seem to me like it's a small website, you know? We're gonna Google this right now. Hang on. Tumblr active users 2023. On Tumblr 2023. Globally, there are 222.7 million visitors on Tumblr. Let's see here. Global visitor traffic to tumblr.com from November 2022 to April 2023. Okay, yeah, so it's about 250 million people per month. I actually account for about 55 million of those visitor counts myself, considering I'm like on there all the fucking time. It's just, it's the best social media. What can I say? Uh, Creaky said, yes, true. I feel like it's doing pretty well at the moment. I'm just really enjoying it, and I'd be sad to see it go. Me too. Oh my god, I'll be so heartbroken if they shut that website down. It's like this, because I mean, in a way, it's already kind of happened. They've gotten a taste of it because my first blog got terminated, so I had to start all over, and I had more followers on the first blog than I do now. So it's like I did kind of watch my entire Tumblr disappear one time. But yeah, it would be really sad. I don't, except for here and like some people I followed on Instagram. I don't, I wouldn't be able to connect with anybody that I knew on there. Let's see. Hi, Ignoring Tree. I'm sorry I skipped your message. Levi Krause, still probably my favorite platform. Kind of tired of all the apps/sites trying to be TikTok clones. Yeah, I mean, even even YouTube, it's like you're doing the shorts now. Um, and you know what's so distracting is that I can like see myself on a time delay on the screen behind me, and I'm gonna turn that because that was not cool. Let's see. If I cross, probably, yeah, probably my favorite platform. Yeah, it's my favorite platform too. It's chronological. You can do pictures, videos, and long form posts, short form posts, long form posts. You can cross post from other websites. Like it is and you can choose to only see things from people you follow. The block feature works. I mean, what can I say? I do really like it. Ignoring Tree. Every other social media annoys me too much to move off Tumblr. Right, like there's no replacement for this website. I mean, TikTok is fun, but I'm not really a visual creator. Um obviously I do YouTube, but like I'm not gonna sit on here and lie and say I'm good at it. But and then Facebook is totally dead. Like that breaks my little millennial heart, honestly, because Facebook used to be so fun. I miss when Facebook was popular with people, with young people. Because it would be like I'd go on there and there would be posts from all of my friends doing fun stuff, and we were in our 20s, and it was cute. You could stalk people. But now, Instagram is the only place where I follow people I actually know now. Because Facebook, it's like people don't post at all. The only people who post are like people a generation above me, or occasionally one of my old friends. Let's see, creaky knees. If I had to go to Pinterest, I'd view it as a major life failure. I've been loving your content, Lindy. I like how it functions very well as anti-social media. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely, if the content you're referring to is my YouTube videos, I definitely am doing sort of like old school YouTube videos where it's slower, it's not short form, it's 25 minutes of me sitting in this chair talking, and either you like it or you don't. I'm just, as I've mentioned so many times, my inspiration for everything I do on this website is Miss Amberlynn Reed, so I'm just copying her basically. Night Myria said, if they kill Tumblr, I'm going back to LiveJournal. Oh my god. I had a LiveJournal like in 2005 as I was preparing to go to college. I got a LiveJournal, and like I don't know how I found a bunch of people I was gonna be going, because I was moving across the country. I didn't know anybody, and I found people that were gonna be going to my school in the fall. I don't know how I did that in 2005. on LiveJournal. No idea, but yeah, that's how I used it. And then when I got to Boston and started school, that's when like Facebook started. So I joined Facebook when you still needed a Boston area college email address. Not just a college email address. You had to be Boston, Cambridge only. So anyway, Michael Greaves, Tumblr is the best because it's the worst. The corporations that buy it can't figure out how to make it pay. We users are a mystery to them. Yeah, God bless them. I think that's something that has been talked about, is that the incompetence of them to make money is what's really saving the website. I just don't think that it would be worth like totally shutting down. I mean, I paid them some money for those stupid check marks. I sure did. You know, I think that gimmicky little money grabs like that, I mean, obviously it's not a steady source of revenue, but gimmicky little money grabs like that seem to work really well for them. So, let's see. Levi Krause said, your videos are beautifully, brutally honest, and I really appreciate them. Well, thank you. Um, I try to be authentic, and I've been in so much therapy in my life, and I've journaled so much in my life that I think that I do have a rich sense of insight into my own life and my emotions, and the causes and effects of things that I'm seeing in my life. So I try, I try to portray that honestly. And I know that specifically on topics of like child abuse, living with a disability, living and actually coping and functioning as an adult with mental illness, I think there's not enough representation of that. Um, you kind of get, with mental illness, you get this kind of like romanticized younger version of what mental illness looks like in a person. But like, I just don't see very many examples of like older to middle-aged people just living in this world, and how they overcome certain obstacles that they might have in their life. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So I really appreciate it. I think very highly of myself, in case you haven't noticed. Creaky says, great to see you in chat. I have to go, but please, please do this again. I have to make art. Sorry. God bless you. Have a great time arting. I hope that you art really well, and that your studio, you have a whole studio. That didn't register with me for a second. I hope that your studio is worth the rents. Yeah. I've been drinking Diet Pepsi all day. You know what's weird? I was a Diet Coke girly for years. And then a couple months ago, I was in a situation where I was forced to drink a Diet Pepsi instead. And ever since then, I've never bought a Diet Coke again. I was like, holy shit, this is so much better. That's crazy. Let's see. Lost Res Chimacos. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. I'm kind of having trouble parsing that. It's probably really easy, and I'm just what's your favorite NFL team? Do I have to have one? I don't watch football. I'm not like a person who hates sports ball, like I'm not one of those people, but I don't watch football. I guess I would have to say the Vikings, because God bless them. First, they're my home team, and they're they're just such losers. I mean, they always blow it at the very end. They'll do so good, and then they will uh just lose everything at the last minute. It's like a joke. Like they give you hope, and then it's like, of course they didn't win the big game. I don't even, the Vikings have never won the Super Bowl, never. And the Minnesota Twins, oh my goodness. They like, I think the last time they won the World Series was the year I was born, 1987. We've got and yet somehow we have like three major sports stadiums, four major sports stadiums in Minneapolis. Like, they taxed the shit out of us for years and years for this shiny new football stadium that I've never been in once. Hi, honey. Just so that people from the suburbs can come into Minneapolis and be scared and shit themselves about how scary downtown is, and how there's so many thugs and gangs in Minneapolis and they don't feel safe walking down the street anymore. So yeah, people from the suburbs, they just shit on the city all the time, and then but the city's just fine, for them to use our public transit to get to the fucking Garth Brooks concert or whatever. Rhea Cook, you inspire me to make better choices, to be honest. Oh, thank you. I wish I could inspire myself more to make better choices. I've been trying to make these same good choices for 15 to 20 years. I'm just doing better at it now. Um but yeah, it's very much like my life is very much like Alice in Wonderland when she says, uh, I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. I have really well thought out plans for how I can make my life better and how I can live healthy and overcome obstacles and stuff like that, but I really rarely actually follow through on that. I've realized when I need to I've realized when I need to sober up and when I need to let go of attachments, unhealthy attachments. Okay, I'm just botching your question here. Let's see. I have realized when I need to sober up and when I need to let go of unhealthy attachments. Easier said than done, but it's a great reminder nonetheless. Yeah, well, I mean, so are you sober now? Are you planning to get sober? Like what's the plan, Rhea? Um Cookie, me want cookie. God bless you. I think that's beautiful. I hope that you get cookie. I think we all deserve cookie. Today for breakfast I ate Starbursts and Skittles and Diet Coke. And that was at like 5 o'clock. So I think that it's fine to have sugar every now and again. And oh my god, this weight loss drug. Someone on my video today, they commented, Lindy, I just want you to know that your face is snatched right now. Which no one has ever said that to me, and like, I don't know, I have like a complicated relationship with my own face, but I was like, thank you. I kind of thought the same thing because even though I'm only eating candy sometimes, I'm losing weight. It's crazy. Um, and I wear makeup sometimes. Today is not one of those days. My hair is greasy. I have a little bit of a beard, and I'm in a bathrobe. Let's see, Saul says, "Hi, I am new to the channel. Welcome, Saul. We're in here. We're talking about um, life improvements. We're talking about what we're doing to improve our lives. I love general advice. If anyone wants to put some general advice in the chat, that would be great. Because I don't interact with my audience very often, you know? Not that I'm like some big, I have 2,000 followers and like 1,500 of them are dead accounts, so it's not like I have like some big following here, but I like, I don't answer comments, uh, or like do live streams very often, so I just like, I never really interact with you guys, I'm sorry. Life. Ooh, you all got some crazy usernames in here. Life Whoa Suyit. Your hair goes crazy, literally. Thanks. I like my hair, I know, I don't know, you didn't mean this, but I do like my hair to look a little insane. It's the same with my makeup. I like there to be just like a tiny uncanny valley um aspect to my hair and makeup where there, you know, it's well put together, except it's just like slightly crazy. Just like you can't really put your finger on it, but it just looks kind of insane. Saul says, by the way, I'm a girl and this is my dad's account. Lol. Well, hello, girl Saul. Um, I don't know how old you are, but if you are underage, please be careful on the internet and talking to people. I'm just saying. You know, it's funny. When I had a Vine account, but at one point I had to delete it because the only people I was following on there were kids. Were like little kids because I love children, and like at the time I had no children in my life, and so I would just be like watching you know, these cute like kid videos they would make. um oh, we've got a spammer. I've got a spammer, look at that. And I would just be like, hey, hi Jessica, or like, good job Jessica, you know. And I wouldn't like talk to the children or anything, but one day this girl like DM'd me on Vine and like was trying to talk to me, and I was like, nope, and I deleted the whole account. Okay, oh well, we're gonna learn something. Hide user from this channel. I think that's, yep. I don't get spammers. That's crazy. Let's see. Hello, Yamaleth Quintero. Hello. Rhea Cook, I live for Lindy's hair. Wish my hair grew so efficiently. Honestly, I have like a lot of split ends. I've been thinking about, so I don't talk about this very often on my channel, but I have like sometimes I have some pretty big transgender feels. And I've been thinking about like cutting my hair off and like having like a short cut for a while, or maybe even like shaving my head. I don't know. I think that the sort of I think I'm sort of strange looking, but I think I could be kind of handsome. You know? Let's see. Hi Gabu, good to see you. How is the weather up there? Cold again? It's always cold. It's been all right. It's been okay. We had snow a couple weeks ago, pretty good. And it's usually down to like the 30s or even the 20s at night now. My crook landlords only turn the heat up to where it's like legal, where they legally have to. So it's been cold enough that I've been using a space heater. How's the weather where you live, everybody? You could tell. Currently not, okay, Rhea, currently not sober, but I'm working on it. Well, good for you, honey. You have to be ready. Like, that's part of like getting sober, is this pre-contemplation stage, or this contemplation stage. I think there's difference. Like there's contemplation and there's the pre-contemplation. Let's see, stages of sobriety. Pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. Yeah. So like when I was in the contemplation stage of sobriety, I did things like read books about sobriety, watch people who were sober, and like get this really solid sense that I needed to be sober. But you do you. That's awesome that you are really taking that seriously. Rhea Cook, you really have visibly lost weight. Your face has slimmed down noticeably. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I haven't been trying to, I've been taking my weight loss medication, so it's been very easy to me. I just eat what I want, and that's enough to lose weight. Let's see. Keep it cool. ASMR, please. Okay. Don't have to ask me twice. Let me go get something. I'll be right back. Or I suppose you guys can come with me. You can come with me. Oh. Sorry, I dropped you on the floor. Anyway, we're gonna get some ASMR things. I'm gonna get a crinkly bag of Skittles. a can of LaCroix, and and a food scale, because those are all things that make good sounds. So we'll go back and I'll do ASMR while I'm doing the other questions. Okay, one moment. One moment. Okay, there we go. Batsetseg Suribatar says, "Hi, sorry I may have butchered your name. Hello, thank you for being here." Ray Cook, you could totally pull off a buzz cut / shorter hair. You can always try a wig to experiment. I'd love to get into wigs. Matthew Deniston. I said your name. That was the big bobber. Keep it cool. It's okay, like 30 degrees at night and like 40 to 60 in the day. Yeah, that's about what we got here in Minnesota right now. Is that translating at all? Can you hear that? Oh dear. More spammers. Crazy. Yes, you can sub. That's fine. I'm new, you're nice, I'm a sub. Do that. Ignoring tree, yes. That was the big bobber up there. Let me see if we can take a look into my insane attic area here. That's just mostly for storage, so don't judge me. I've lived in this apartment for 8 years and I have never gotten to organizing that. Is crazy. Thank you for subbing, guys. That's so cool. I've been getting a lot of subscribers, and by a lot I mean like 20 subscribers recently on my, oh my god, every time I make a voice like that, I'm like, that's the millennial cringe that the children are talking about on TikTok. Don't make random ass voices. Let's see. Quality ASMR, I can hear it personally. I forgot about the ASMR. Hang on, I'm restarting my computer. I'm gonna make insane eating noises now. No, I won't. I'm kidding. I'm logging back into my computer. Sorry, just a moment. King is a cool boy. I said, you sound like my art teacher. Thank you. Art teachers are cool. The last art teacher I had was like, you know, like painting and stuff like that. It would have been like in junior high in the 90s. And, boy, you think they dress weird now. Should have seen it back then. I saw an outfit today that I wore in the 90s on an adult present day. It was overalls is what we call them actually. And, it's like dark blue overalls and a long sleeve purple shirt. And I was like, I wore that outfit all the time when I was in 5th and 6th grade. Let's see. Ray Cook, I'm surprised you still have the bobber thing. I recall seeing it years ago. I don't know. Yeah, I keep it for nostalgic reasons. My grandma gave it to me. during, well, or rather, I won it in a game at Christmas up at my grandma and grandpa's cabin. And then they like died, and it's just a really good memory for me of like these family Christmases that we got to have together up there. So I think it's ugly and it doesn't work um, as a as it's supposed to be a cooler for floating down the river, but it doesn't work. So I really just keep it for nostalgic reasons. Let's see, I'm catching up in the chat. Uh, what games do you play? Oh, you're in fourth grade, sweetie. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. What do you think, guys? Should I let a fourth grader in the chat? It seems kind of weird. Um, what games do you play? I mostly play games on my phone. I like playing a game where I can. Well, I can't show you because I'm filming this on my phone. But I like to play puzzle games on my phone. And other than that, I don't play any other games. So I play card games. But I don't have any video games or anything like that. Because, I don't know, I guess they're not my thing. Let's see. You need to make an ASMR channel while you're a pro. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of ASMR. This like kind of tapping that I'm doing right here. I'm like trying so hard to imitate one of the creators I used to follow on here. Her name was Queen of Tapping ASMR. Okay, bye, sweetie. Have a good night. Queen of Tapping ASMR. She got like carpal tunnel from tapping so goddamn hard. And her content was life changing. And I like the food scale. Do you think that was a real fourth grader, guys? I mark my videos as not for children, so that was kind of strange. Sometimes the ethics of being online is kind of weird, right? Keep it cool is that I can't even remember being in fourth grade. Yeah, it's definitely fuzzy. I remember my teacher's name and what she looked like. She had big brown curly hair, and she was always wearing these like jumpers. And I think that my parents got divorced when I was in the fourth grade because third grade they weren't, fifth grade they were. So I think my parents got divorced when I was in the fourth grade. So I remember, and when you're in the fourth grade, how old are you when you're in the fourth grade? You're 5 in kindergarten, 6 in first, 7 in second, 8 in third, 9 in fourth. So you are 9 to 10 years old in fourth grade. And so that would have made it like 1996, 1997 for me. Great year for movies. My parents got divorced. Yeah, like I said, my parents got divorced, and my dad's thing was he was going to take us to movies all the time, right? And so he took us to two movies a week, usually, sometimes more, sometimes less. So I saw like every movie that came out between 1996 and 2001 in the theater. Let's see. Freeze XVR says, say sus backwards. Sus. Okay. Thank you. Let's see. Truz says, stay still, I'm almost finished. Okay. You are getting put in a timeout for that message. You're in a 30-minute timeout. Don't say gross stuff to me. Let's see. I'm back because I questioned how often do you post. Hi, sweetie. It depends. Sometimes I post every day, but other times I'll be gone for a really long time. I'll disappear for like 6 months or a year, something like that. So I don't do live streams very often, but I do make videos, although they are not for kids. So if you are in fact a fourth grader, I would not recommend probably watching all of my videos. I talk about grown up stuff, and most of it is pretty boring. So yeah, not really fun for kids. Let's see, Irely Sherrera says rise. Okay, bye, honey. This is an adult playing a trick on me. Rise. Where are we rising to? I'm going to rise up here. Can you see that my apartment was cobbled together from like 4 different other apartments? I'm gonna rise. Bye, keep it cool. I'm gonna rise up here. I got that when I was like 17. Look in the mirror and rise up here. Trust your back. Why? Listen. You know damn well why I put you in the timeout. Hold still, I'm almost finished. Okay? You can behave or you can get blocked, alright? Oh! Jesus Christ. Thank you, Tanya. Let's see, I got real supporters. Tanya. Let's see, keep it cool. You're back already. Thank you. Diet Coke ASMR? Diet Pepsi, excuse me. Do you, by any chance, have any tips on growing your nails? I don't. Like, I have good nails, but it's just genetic. I don't do anything to them. They, like, my hair and my nails grow really quickly, and I just don't do anything to maintain it. It's like I do very little in the grooming part of my life, I guess. Like I don't really have a skin routine. I barely wear lotion. I just like clip my nails. That's it. Let's see, do you have Thank you, Akira. I am cute. I'm very cutesy for a 36-year-old woman. Yes. Okay, I finally got my computer restarted. Hello. Let's see, Gaboo said, "Hey, Lindy, did you know that Stevie Nicks and Billy Joel are performing in Minneapolis tonight?" No, I didn't know that. I wonder where that is. Stevie Nicks, Minneapolis. Probably. Oh, okay. So they're at the US Bank Stadium, which is fairly close to where I live. I can see part of the US Bank Stadium from my window, although obviously I can't show you guys out my window because that would betray my exact location. Let's see here. But that's cool. Gotta love some Stevie Nicks. I admit to being less familiar with Billy Joel's catalog, but that's nice. Oh my god, it's like Meow Mouse. This is just me just butchering all of my followers' names. Oh my god, hi Lenny, just watched your previous video. Thank you for sharing your story. I hope your night is going well. Well, thank you. I don't know, the second part of my video that I put out, the last video I put out, where I talk about my mom and my relationship with my mom, I debated whether or not I was going to put that out there because earlier in the video when I had shown the baby shower, like my mom is in several of those shots from the baby shower, and I intentionally took out a part where she specifically identifies herself as my mom because I don't know, it just didn't seem right to me to put this woman's face on the internet and then just like trash her in a video without out like her knowledge. That seems scuzzy to me, but I figured as long as I don't identify her and I took her little part out of the video, then I'm free to talk about my life and what I'm dealing with. Like, I don't owe my mom secrecy or, you know, that, that's part of like growing up in an abusive family is that there's this code of silence where you don't tell your family's business to anyone. It just like enables the abuse of uh, mostly women and children to happen. I had someone years ago tell me about how suburban isolation also contributes to that. Like you're in your own house and it's separated from all the other houses and like you don't know anybody and you're isolated into this little nation state with king and queen and little peasant villagers, the children. But yeah, I can't imagine raising children in the city though. I'm so conscious of how much noise I'm making in my apartment. I had people next door who had 3 young children and they were so loud. And like, I get it. Kids are kids. You know, not everyone had the good luck like I did to grow up in the house, in our own house in the suburbs. But oh my god, they were so loud. It would just drive me crazy. I'm not gonna, no. Or like, do you guys want to hear eating noises? I don't. Let's see here. You don't want any creeps. Yeah, no, I don't. There's no reason for that. I am on the internet to have fun. not to have weirdos. Not the non-cool, like, creepy, the creepy weirdos. I don't need them here. Lindsay said, "Hi, Lindsay. I recognize your profile picture, even though you changed your name. That's also a reason why homeschooling can be dangerous, since the kids aren't surrounded by familial mandated reporters." Exactly. Like, because, I know this too, because as I've grown into an adult, and I started telling people the things that would go on in my house, people are like shocked, right? And they recognize immediately how insane this situation was, right? But when I got out of high school and I moved to college, I started going to a therapist in my freshman year of college, and at that point, I didn't even know that I had been abused as a child. I just thought that my upbringing was maybe strict or unusually strict or a little chaotic, and my parents had gotten divorced or whatever. But as I was describing some of the things that were happening in my house, like my therapist was like, "Yep, that sounds like some child abuse that you got going on there." And I was so shocked. I would have never put those words on it because I was so isolated in my family. I just thought that I was like bad or something. I just thought that I was like I thought that I was, I don't know, just like too much, too mean, too socially inept to like fit in with my friends or anything. But what was really going on is that like I was being abused at home, and like I had no frame of reference for what normal social interactions looked like. You start to realize that shit ain't normal. Yup. My parents definitely gave into their shadow, and I see that now. Yeah. I haven't done too much with shadow work, but I have a book on it. It'd be interesting to read. What would my shadow be like? Like, my shadow, I think, is crushingly insecure. Like, just wants to cry. It's like literally a 6 or 7-year-old child emotionally, and who just has no direction whatsoever. And who is like, I think that I also have a lot of anger and a lot of, I don't know, just like, I have some evil thoughts sometimes. Don't we all? But yeah. But yeah, I just could never, I mean, it's like, as an adult and like as someone who knows children now, it's just like I could never come close to anything like doing anything like that to a child. Like, it's crazy. I just sometimes I think about when I'm thinking about a memory that I have from my childhood, I go on Google and I Google search, like, I figure out what year it happened in, I figure out how old I was, and then I go on and I Google, like, 8-year-old child, and I look at Google pictures of how young I must have been when that memory occurred, and it just blows my mind. Like, parents are so evil. Meow 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 meows said, yeah, all those are a part of the shadow, like even gossiping is from the shadow, for example. Yeah, I could see that. I do love a gossip, though. It's something I've been frequently criticized for in my life, as being a gossip. My thinking has always been, like, I deserve to have private conversations, and I deserve to have places where I am able to express my thoughts and process them with other people. And I don't owe you any secret. I don't owe you secrecy. And so it's like, if you tell me something, you better know that certain people in my life, I have just open understanding that I might be talking to them about it. If you say something to me, my sister will probably know. Other people do this with their spouses. I don't have a spouse. So I have friends, and so I like to talk to them. What? Gabu said, it's been in the 60s and 70s in Denver. During the day and the nights, it drops in the 30s and 40s. Warm for the time of the year. That sounds nice. I wish I could see a mountain. I should go somewhere where there's a mountain. Denver. I guess I always imagine Denver in the winter. I went to Colorado once. I have an aunt there, and my father's sister. And we went to Vail to visit, not to stay there, because it was very expensive. And that was the year that that South Park movie came out with the giant talking clit. And and I was like 10 or something, and my dad took me and my younger sisters and my younger cousin to see that movie. And on the way out, he was like, you can never tell anyone that I took you to this movie. So yeah. Did you delete your Tumblr? I can't find you anymore on there. No, I didn't delete my Tumblr. Unless I blocked you for some reason. Were you someone who I follow? I recently blocked a mutual. But yeah, my blog name is The Weird Wide Web, all one name. Let's see, ignoring tree. I drove through Denver on a road trip 2 months ago. It was really pretty. Yeah. It's got mountains. And like Minnesota doesn't have any mountains. It's just flat. We're like as flat as Iowa, honestly. Meow said, "Oh no. Weird stuff and things that matter. What's your username? I'll look you up right now." See, because I'm on Tumblr. I'm on Tumblr on the screen behind you. See, what is going on? I've been making some pretty basic posts lately. Kind of embarrassed. But, okay, so Scylla says, hi from Chicago. Hello, Chicago. I enjoy Chicago. In Minneapolis, when people talk about moving away to the big city, they're talking about Chicago. I have some cousins down in Chicago. And yeah, I visited there a couple times in the last couple years. It's a big city. I forget, like Minneapolis is like barely a real city. It's like we have, I think, 300,000 people living here. No, it's like 500,000 now, but it's not like a big city, you know? Let's see. Howdy, JG West 1. Howdy. I should get my cowboy hat. Let's see. We're switching hats. We're like mid-live stream and we're switching hats. Alright. I'm in Minnesota too, so seeing the mountains was super cool. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, up here we've got forests and prairies and lakes and our biggest mountain would really be a hill. Oh my, let's see here. I went to an art house theater and went in blind to see a movie by myself. It was so boring. I walked out with an hour left to go. Okay, please tell me what movie it was. I'm so interested. Let's see. Meow, meowdy, partner. Meowdy, I like that. Hang on, I have caps. Let's do this. Have you considered streaming on Twitch? I would really like to stream on Twitch because I know that you can watch things together, yes? You can watch, like, movies and TV shows. Isn't that right? Like, do they have copyright stuff over there? Because if I could just, like, watch movies with people, that would be awesome. But the problem is that I don't have a good enough computer. Oh, that made my... fired the gun, it made my ear start ringing. Anyway, wow, that worked really well. The problem is I don't have a good enough computer. The computer that I show in my videos, that's actually my work computer, and I don't mix too much social media with my work computer because it's just not a smart idea. And I want to buy a computer I have a laptop, but it's a piece of shit. So, like, I want to buy a computer that's powerful enough to stream on Twitch, but the one I want is like $600 or $700, and I just don't really have the money for that right now. But I've been thinking about just getting it anyway, because I want to what I want to do is on YouTube, I want to watch, what is the word I'm looking for? The one where it's so old that the copyright has expired. What is that called? Public domain. I want to watch public domain movies and either do reactions to them or actually just chop them up and, like, make funny videos out of them. That's something I want to do, and I need a better computer in order to be able to do that, because I edit all of my videos on my phone. Let's see. Lindsay. It was Anatomy of a Fall. I have not heard that one. Anatomy of a Fall, a 2023 film starring... Oh, it's not going to tell me. Let's see here. Fall cast. Starring a bunch of people I've never heard of. What is the plot of Anatomy of a Fall? A woman is suspected of her husband's murder, and their blind son faces a moral dilemma as the sole witness. So boring you wanted to die? Good to know. Good to know. Levi, I went up to Starbucks, Minnesota, and they didn't even have a Starbucks there. Lame. I've never heard of Starbucks, Minnesota. Starbucks, MN? Yeah. That is a place. Where is that? I'm just Googling it right now. Let's see. I really have to wonder what the hell you were doing over there. It's like, that is the middle of nowhere. There's nobody out there. Why were you in Starbucks, Minnesota? That's crazy. Let's see here. Amy Springer said, "You are so pretty." Thank you. That's very nice of you. Meow said, "I think you can watch shows with others, but you have to make sure you're on screen too, commentating to make them great." Oh, I can be obnoxious when I'm watching movies. That wouldn't be a problem. Lindsay, it was basically a 2.5-hour courtroom drama. Anatomy of a Fall. Okay. Jeffrey Arnold, my grandpa died today. I'm really sorry to hear that, Jeffrey. That's horrible. I hope that you have the support that you need right now. I know that, when my grandparents died, it was absolutely brutal. I know how horrible that can be, so sorry to hear that. Levi said, "Very pretty up there. You were..." Okay, so very pretty up there. Meow said, "What the fuck, you'd think they'd have one." And Levi said, "You were there for relatives, that's why it's in the middle of nowhere." Ooh, they gotta get out of there. Levi, get them out of there. It's such a small town, there's barely anyone living there. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Jeffrey. That's horrible. How old was he? Were you guys close? Let's see, we'd play a game guessing how many people we'd see driving through Starbucks and Cyrus to see who guessed closest. Gotta get one of those gamer PCs. Yeah, I absolutely do. Let's see. Are there some California raisins on the wall behind your head? Yeah. There's like 13 of them. I can grab one. Basically, my one of my sisters got me these for Christmas because when I was a kid I had, I think, this one, which was my favorite, and my mom sold it in a yard sale and I was so sad. And I told that story and she got me some. Let's see. Jeffrey, yeah, we were close. He was just 80 years old. I'm sorry, buddy. I wish I had something better to say to you. Is this like the first person you've known who's died? Or the first person maybe close to you who's died? I know that grandparents, that's a lot of people's experience. JG West said, "Oh, those are killer. I had one when I was a kid." Yeah, I don't know. I probably got it in a Happy Meal or something, but yeah, now I have like a whole set. God, my ear is still ringing from that gunshot. I'm gonna put on my bolo too. When I was, when my grandparents died, I went through a period of this like existential dread where I thought a lot about dying and being dead forever. And I read a really excellent book called Staring at the Sun by, we don't want to butch their name, hang on. Staring at the Sun by Irvin Yalom. Irvin Yalom spelled Yalom. And that's about staring at the sun, meaning like that you can look, but like you can't look at it too long because it's too powerful. As a metaphor for looking into the face of death and your mortality. And it was in a strange way, it was really comforting to me in the aftermath of my grandparents dying. So, you know, if you want to pick that up. Oh, look at this little support group we've got going here for Jeffrey. I love that. It's a dope bolo tie. Thank you. Got it at a costume warehouse. And I'm only 7 years old. Jeffrey! Executed for fucking with us. Come on, dude. 7 years old. 7-year-old can't spell like that. You really had us going. I'm no longer accepting any children in this chat. I'm out here telling you about facing mortality and stuff, and you're lying. You're lying about your grandpa dying. That is so rude. I'm a nice person. You took advantage of that. 18 plus chat only. No more fourth graders. No more 7-year-olds. I love children, but I think that grown up pretending to be a child is pretty lame, actually. Jeffrey Arnold. Listen, I really hope you're not 7 years old, actually. You're going in timeout. You're going in a 30-minute timeout for this story that you told. My goodness. I only have 5 viewers left, so... My goodness. Sacrificing one of you so that I don't have to get fucked around like that anymore. Do you guys watch Brittany Broski's podcast? I love her so much. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Meow, I see your comment on my new video. Thank you. I swear to God, I'm going to respond to comments eventually. Oh my God, she's the best. She is. God, she's so funny. I find her threatening, like in a way. Never heard of her. Brittany Broski. She gained fame on the internet as a meme. She was a kombucha girl. And she like risked it all and moved to Los Angeles to be a social media personality. And it turns out she's great at it. She's so funny. I love the way that she is. I don't know. You know, it's like, I was talking about this with my friend Michael. It's like she's intelligent and she is so funny. And she's also fat, which is like meaningful to me. It's meaningful to me that she's a fat woman who is like admired for being funny and intelligent. And like maybe that's not such a big deal for the Gen Zers because she's like Gen Z. But yeah, down to earth, exactly. But like I didn't have anyone like that when I was like younger, you know? Let's see. Her video with Hassan recently was so good. I haven't seen that one. Was she the one where she said it smells like a public restroom? I mean, oh, yeah, I think that was part of the kombucha video. Yeah, it's the one where she takes the sip and then she goes, and then, like maybe she likes it? It's mostly used as a two-picture meme format. Yes, fat girl rep. Absolutely. I love fat women more every year. Although, to be honest, I always liked fat girls. The first girl I ever slept with was like 300 plus pounds. That's when I was skinnier. I don't know. It was like more lady, big soft lady, more lady. Put your face in, you know. Ooh, that's what it feels like. I've been, well, other girls I've been with, like a lot of them have been fat actually. I like that. And I like that. But it's not okay for me to be fat. Double standards. You're your own worst enemy, you know what I mean? Body positive chat. Honestly, I love the body positive developments of the past 10 years so much. Like, I look around when I'm out in public now, I don't feel like a complete freak for being overweight, you know? I look around and I say, yeah, I'm like chubbier than other people, but I'm like a normal person. I'm a person. You didn't get that in the 90s and 2000s. I feel like fat was the worst thing you could be. And it's not. Being fat is not the worst thing you can be. I'm showing belly right now. See there. Whoa. Okay. See? She can be a little chubby. It's fine. It's fine. You can be a little chubby. That's just fine. I got a little belly. I got some big tits too. What up? Human person worthy of love and care no matter what weight. That's right. And I don't need to justify me being fat to anybody except for my doctor. It's late 11 o'clock. Should I even finish this Diet Pepsi? That feels crazy to me right now. I have to go to bed by 2 a.m. Because tomorrow I am going to like a big Free Palestine rally at the Minnesota State Capitol. And I think there's going to be a lot of people there. I think there's going to be lots and lots of people there. And it starts at 2. So I need to be like up and alive and dressed and leaving my house at like 1 o'clock. So I definitely can't sleep in as much as I have been. Let's see here. State Capitol rally. I'm just going to type that in. Minnesota State Capitol. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. But I'm gonna go, and I think I'm gonna meet some people there too. And I don't know. This is the thing about the Minnesota State Capitol is it's in St. Paul, and like nobody goes to St. Paul, like for any reason unless you work there. And so like I used to work across the street from the Capitol, but I have not been back to the Capitol since then. Cause why? Why would I do that? It's like St. Paul is a suburb of Minneapolis, not an actual city. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to looking at YouTube for a second here. Oh. Okay. I'm okay. Alright guys, well I think that I might go now. It was really good to chat with you all. Thank you for sticking around. And we had some fun, didn't we? We talked to some fake children. We consoled someone for their dead grandfather, who was not dead. I showed my belly. I fired a gun twice. And yeah, solid live stream. So yeah, bye guys. I will have a good time tomorrow. You guys have a good time tomorrow too. Have a great weekend. And I will talk to you later. Okay, bye everybody.